Kia ora koutou, ko Angela Caves tōku ingoa, no mai, haere mai. Welcome to the Bay of Plenty Business Growth and Support Virtual Conference. My name is Angela Caves and I'm the Partnership and Events Lead with Digital Boost. It is my pleasure to be hosting you this afternoon. This is our final session for today. Welcome to our audience who are joining us here in the webinar, and a warm welcome to anybody who is viewing via a live stream on either Facebook, LinkedIn or YouTube. This conference is brought to you to share the breadth of support that is available to the business community across the Bay of Plenty region. I am joined this afternoon by Gino, who is an Employment Liaison Advisor with connected.govt.nz, our collaborating partners. So I'm going to hand over to Gino, who is going to do some quick housekeeping for us and then introduce our guest presenters for this session. Thanks, Gino.
Ko nama Yang. Tēnā tātou katoa, ko Gino taku ingoa. I'm the Employment Liaison Advisor for Connected, based in Rotorua. As mentioned, a bit of housekeeping though. Thank you all for joining us today. You can hear and see us, which is perfect, but we can't see or hear you. You can though use the chat function and the question and answer function at the bottom of your screen. So at any time, ask questions and we'll be sure to field those for you. Our sessions are also recorded and will be uploaded to YouTube on the playlist Digital Boost channel for post-event viewing. So all registered attendees will be provided a link to the email. Okay, it's my pleasure now to introduce you to Jenny and Raukura of New Zealand Trade and Enterprise. So over to you guys.
Well, good afternoon, kia ora koutou. I'm Jenny Cornwall. I'm a Solutions Manager at New Zealand Trade and Enterprise. And I'm very pleased to be here to talk to you about NZTE and the services we offer. Raukura, did you want to introduce yourself?
Kia ora Jenny, whiwhira tēnā tātou katoa, koe hui hui mai nei tēnei hui topa. Koe tēnei hui tēnei no te tai rāwhiti, ngā tiro kawa me ngā tikahunganu, koe te kai o ngā kaitohutohu kiritaki Māori ki konei ki te wharapa tūhono. Lovely to be a part of this, and thank you so much for your warm welcomes this afternoon. My name is Raukura Smith, and I am a customer advisor based in Auckland, but I also work quite closely in the region. So lovely to be a part of this webinar. Kia ora.
Thanks, team. Raukura, do you want to share screens? We're ready to kick into presentation and then we'll let Jenny get underway. Perfect.
So this presentation, of course, is how we work with our customers across the country. And NZTE has a strong driving purpose to grow companies internationally, bigger, better and faster for the good of New Zealand. And by the good of New Zealand, we mean more employment for people, more dollars coming into the country, and also bigger spend with local suppliers. We work with export customers to really understand their needs and give them the right support at the right time. So this is all in order to kind of grow your capability and strengthen businesses to take advantage of international opportunities. Also to help avoid costly mistakes through sharing our knowledge and helping you to be prepared and plan for your international growth. We also provide opportunities to connect you to other businesses and through our investment team also invest in your growth. So next slide, please, Raukura. So our purpose, of course, aligns very closely with the government's goal for a productive, sustainable and inclusive economy. And our New Zealand Inc. partners, as we call them, are key to the approach. We all have a part to play in supporting export businesses in New Zealand. Callaghan, of course, in the research and development space, Minister of Business, Innovation and Employment with programs like the Regional Business Partners and Digital Boost. MPI, Ministry of Primary Industries, around ensuring market access, and MFAT, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, or the diplomatic side and keeping channels open. And so, yeah, we all work closely together and are closely aligned. So key facts about NZTE: we are a Crown entity. We have a private board of directors. And there are 800 of us at NZTE across 41 locations. There's approximately 300 here in New Zealand and 500 offshore. And we really work as one global team to support our customers to reach their goals. We work with approximately 5,500 export businesses. And then our investment team works with around 1,600 companies. Our international footprint, as you can see, covers a large part of the globe, and it really does evolve over time. So certainly since COVID arrived, our footprint in North America has changed dramatically. More than double the number of business development managers we have in the different cities. And in fact, our footprint, it used to be just sort of 4 offices in North America, and now we have people dotted in different places, aligning to the needs of our customers. Similarly, teams in other markets such as Australia have grown significantly in that time as well. So definitely moves with the times and what the needs of our customers are. So we create impact for our customers with 2 different ways of working. So we have our export customer team that works to really help them to reach into those international markets and in those different regions. And we have a way of working where we really do a process of discovery to understand what a customer's needs are, plan for how we will actually deliver services, and then actually perform and actually get things happening. And then we have the investment team who really helps companies identify often foreign direct investment or help them prepare to bring on investment. Now, we work with customers in a variety of ways, but all our customers receive access to My NZTE, which Rakura will talk much more about, where there's lots of guides and insights. We have a team of customer advisors, including Rakura, and we deliver an Export Essentials program, which is really a fundamental first step if you're thinking about exporting, or sometimes even for an experienced exporter, if they have new team members, it's worthwhile certainly enrolling. It takes it through kind of developing an export plan. It looks at all the things you need to think about, and actually is available on our on My NZTE as some online modules, as well as some face-to-face. Then we have investment services and of course the NZ Inc. connections. We also have a portfolio of customers of around 1,400 that we call our focus customers that are high growth potential, that are likely to make a significant difference to the New Zealand economy. And they get a different level of support with a dedicated customer manager. There are sort of some funding streams available. It's just a more intensive relationship. And a company can certainly go from that first level of engagement through to being focused on their growth journey. It's all about engaging with NZTE and talking to us along the way. So over to you, Rakura.
Kia ora, Jenny. Yeah, so as a NZTE customer, all we're looking for is to support New Zealand businesses grow internationally and build up their capability plans. So in order to become an NZTE customer, a business needs a few things: an NZBN number, so being able to operate legally in New Zealand, and also being able to show some sort of evidence of sales, either both domestically or internationally, and then being able to supply some sort of basic business information, which could mean location, business, email, cell phone number, all of that kind of just basic information. And then once you sign up on our My NZTE portal, then you'll be able to access our services, and you'll also get to be able to fill out a form with the basic information, and then you'll be able to set up a call with one of our advisors in the advisory team. From there, we'll be able to get a better indication around where you're at in terms of your exporting journey, and then from there being able to wrap around our services depending on your needs and your challenges. And so it's great for us as an advisory team to share information openly and have and build that relationship with our customers. It's really important. We're really a customer-centric organisation. We work with you at the pace in which is good for you, and then guiding you into building an exporting plan with our Export Essentials workshop, which is probably our number one key offering that we offer to all exporters. And so what I really wanted to talk about is our My NZTE portal. So what is My NZTE? My NZTE is the core part of our evolving customer offering. So we really amped up our digital presence because of COVID and actually having more accessibility to the resources, to the workshops that are available for our customers. And this sort of information, you get in-depth information and guidance that is able to help you navigate your exporting or capital raising journey, no matter where your company is at in the exporting journey, just getting started as a or just getting started or a seasoned expert. My NZTE holds relevant content, up-to-date information, tools and events, and all new customers that sign up to My NZTE when they join NZTE through this portal. So once you've signed up, you can have and gain access to the likes of our market research, comprehensive market guides, so really tailoring into what market you're wanting to enter. And it's not necessarily that you need a basic knowledge in the market. We're here to help build that understanding, to build that capability in order for you to export successfully into your chosen market. Things like content of topical issues, so supply chain issues at the moment are a big thing that's happening. We have up-to-date resources on that. Event listings as well. So we hold, depending on so at NZTE, we're sector specific. So we are specialised in our sectors. So that's food and beverage, consumer goods, manufacturing, and tech and service. So we really knuckle down in that specialised area. And so with the event listings, we help tailor that to the customer. We've also got some tools and resources like learning modules to deepen your understanding around what it takes to export, or what it takes, or what's in the understanding of capital raising. We've got business assessment tools, so you can go into these, you can go into an assessment and fill out the form, and you'll get kind of gaps or analysis in terms of your businesses and how you can help support that to grow. We've got export stories from New Zealand businesses. So you're learning off their challenges, and you're learning ways in which actually might work for you. And information on things like regulations, international compliances. We're there to help build that understanding for New Zealand to grow our economy. So that's pretty much the basic understanding around My NZTE. It's our digital portal. It holds a wealth of information, and I do recommend you sign up. But like I said, if you've got an ambition, like we work with all New Zealand businesses, but with those that have an ambition to grow and to grow your exports in say 12 months, then we can definitely have the tools and information to build and strengthen that muscle. But yeah, I would like to play a clip, so hopefully the volume will work, but bear with me if it doesn't. Right, we'll give it a crack.
We want to take the finest of New Zealand to the world. Kia ora. Kia ora. And that's why we've partnered with NZTE.
We're still relatively small, but we're dreaming big.
There's a good potential we're going to be global, but there's a lot involved when you go to export.
It was a minefield, layers upon layers. You will get trapped if you don't know the pathway through.
And that's where NZTE steps in.
NZTE fill in the capability gaps. They hit things on the head And that's because they have the experience.
Digital presence is key, and New Zealand Trade and Enterprise has really helped us learn about that.
They know what is going on in the market. It could really help you to avoid big mistakes.
They're there all the way. Kanohi ki te kanohi, which means face to face.
Sometimes I feel like they are just like my team and I don't have to pay them.
NZTE is free.
You would have rocks in your head if you didn't use NZTE.
Get in touch. May change your life. And that's a wrap.
I think that's a wrap.
Awesome. Thank you guys for sharing your content. We'll just give a bit of time if there's any questions that have been fielded or for our ladies here, fire them through. Yeah, we just got one that I'm just going to fire through. Do you have to be a certain size company to be an NZTE customer?
That's a great question. So we often get this when we're out in the field and we're talking about NZTE services, but you don't have to be a certain size at all. I used to talk with pre-revenue, pre-product companies all the time, but it's how we're building that understanding or building that capability in order for them to export once they've got a few runs on the board or once they've got their product in development, but we can definitely bring them in at any time.
Okay, thank you. Another one here for you. Can I sign up for my NZTE just to explore the platform?
Absolutely, yes. And we recommend, because it holds, it's almost like a Google search engine. So we house all of our resources there. So for example, we have university students studying international business. They can definitely have access and gain access to our My NZTE portal. It's free for everybody.
Cool. Does the NZTE work with importers as well as exporters?
I'll take this one. No, we don't. We only work with businesses that are looking to take their products internationally. I believe there is an Importers Institute. So if you Google that, you can find a contact for a membership organisation that can help you with inquiries in that area.
Awesome. Thanks, Jenny. More here. Can you outline the best place for me to start?
My NZTE. If you go onto our NZTE website, just type in NZTE in Google and you should be able to find yourself navigating yourself to My NZTE, or just type in My NZTE and you'll be directed to. In terms of the sign up, there is a sign up page for you. So yeah.
Cool. I guess just further to that question, I guess I'd suggest that one of the first steps, if you're even thinking about export and you've got a product, is to look at the export essentials, because it really will help take you through the pathway to what you need to consider when taking your product offshore.
I've got one more that's come through, and that's, will NZTE work with my company if it is foreign owned?
Yes, we will. I mean, what we do look at is what kind of employment does that business create for New Zealanders? That's a key factor. If there was really just a company here with a couple of people where it's not really going to add value, we're interested in companies that are really there for the good of New Zealand rather than other reasons. So yes, we do. It's obviously all our customers need to be a New Zealand registered business. But in terms of getting a deeper relationship with NZTE, then we would be looking at what that ownership looked like and what the structure was, and actually how many people will it likely employ here in New Zealand.
Is there an emerging market that I should focus on getting my products into at the moment, or does it depend on the nature of my industry?
it very much depends on the nature of your industry. And in fact, there is a tool on my NZTE that can help you look at, well, particularly if you're in the food and beverage and consumer goods sector. I think it's more challenging if you were manufacturing a sort of a widget or something, you know, or maybe even a tech company. But it is about looking at some of the information that is there in the market guides and just various articles, and even linking up with customer advisor. Book a call, have a conversation with what you're planning and what you're thinking, so that actually you can go a bit deeper into what might the next steps be and what might the best market be for your first step.
Okay. Where are NZ businesses most successful in the overseas market?
Again, I think there's no one answer. They are most successful in any market if they are well prepared and well resourced. So yeah, you know, there are companies that do extremely well in Australia. There are others that do incredibly well in the US, but haven't gone maybe to Asia. So it really depends on the amount of preparation. What do you know about the market? What resources you have, and just how well planned and how prepared you are.
Just got another which sort of breaks it down. What does well prepared mean?
Well prepared, I guess, means knowing as much as you can about the market. So, you know, if, for example, I mean, a food product, you've got this new food product, how might it be consumed in your, you know, you've identified potential market, how might it be consumed there? Would it be consumed the same way? So, you know, making sure that you are starting to explore all the different aspects of what you need to consider. So it's a step-by-step, and that's where Export Essentials comes in really. It's the foundation of just thinking about all those things that you need to consider. You know, how are you going to distribute your product? Is it a distributor, or will you sell online? All those kind of decisions. It's about mapping out what the journey might look like for your individual business.
Karawi, awesome. There's some awesome questions that have come through. I appreciate the kōrero and the amount of detail you guys have provided. So appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Thanks, Gino. Thank you, Jenny and Raukura. Yeah, if I can just add to Gino's wealth of knowledge that you guys have presented us with there. So thank you so much for joining us and sharing that. I guess one follow-up on some of those questions that have come through for me would be, is there sort of can you recommend the top 2 things that a business should do if they're looking at? So, for example, I guess, is it crucial that a business has an online presence, for example? Is there a common kind of 2 things that if you're exporting, you should do this?
I believe now that actually having a digital presence is incredibly important, because otherwise, how do people find you?
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer okay just to have a phone number. You do need a digital presence, I believe. And I think it's understanding your value proposition. Mm-hmm. So what value do you provide to your customers? What pain are you solving for your customers? I think it's a really critical thing for you to work out, to know actually, you know, what your market is or what your markets are. So yeah, that would be my 2 takeaways.
Brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, I guess for those who have joined us or those who might be watching back, 2 key things to take away: digital presence and ensuring you know your value propositions. So thank you for that. But anything else can be found on the NZTE website or by signing up as a My NZTE customer, and then making contact with the NZTE team to start that journey. If you're not quite ready to do that, but in a few months you think that it might be a better place for you to do that, you've forgotten all the information that you heard here today though, head over to Connected. They will be able to tee you up with the team at NZTE in your region, or be able to be that conduit of connection to help start that journey. We've got 3 locations in the Bay of Plenty that you'll be able to pop in and see the Connected team, or alternatively jump onto my NZTE as well and start the journey there. Digital Boost is here to help you with your digital transformation. So we will be presenting in this conference on Thursday afternoon. If you would like to have a bit more of an in-depth look at the Digital Boost platform, which is a free digital skills training platform. We are an ecosystem, so we do help to be able to want to be able to support you in your digital transformation journey, which in the long run will hopefully help you with your exporting journey as well. So please do feel free to join me on Thursday afternoon to hear more about Digital Boost. That does bring our session to a close. Once again, I'd like to thank the NZTE team, Jenny and Raukora, for joining us this afternoon. It's been a pleasure to have you, and thank you for all the information that you've shared with us and our audience today. We will be kicking off day 2 tomorrow at 11:30, and we'll be joined by Tauranga Business Chamber. Then we're going to be hearing from the Eastern Bay Chamber, Rotorua Chamber, a couple of economic development agencies, and Māori Women's Development in the afternoon. So do join us for those sessions if they are appropriate to you and your business. Other than that, I do hope you all have a wonderful afternoon, and thanks again for joining us.
Kia ora.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.